The following is a preview for the next Ultra Vegito chapter and may contain spoilers. Click off now if you'd rather wait. But before we continue, today's video is sponsored by Web Novel, the #1 ranked app in the US for book sales, available in both the Apple App Store and Google App Stores, with over 75 million people having downloaded it already. I'm using it right now to read Shadow Slave, a story with some of the best immersive world building I've seen in a long time, and a really realistic and relatable main character who uses all sorts of techniques, strategies, and other cunning methods to win his battles. It all takes place in the dream realm, so you can imagine the action gets crazy. Spoiler alert, but in chapter 7, the guy even uses a heavy wagon as a pulley to push his enemy straight off a cliff. And on Web Novel, not only can I watch this in video form like this, but I can read the comic myself too. And this is just one of endless stories on Web Novel, where there are over 100,000 authors posting over 200,000 original works. And if you love my content, you'll love this too. So check out Shadow Slave now, using the links in the description and pinned comment below. And as if victorious already, with his small win, Black Demon Frieza would burst into laughter, as he would instantly lift Goku up off the ground by his arm like a mere child. As staring him face on, he would say, "You never did ever get to fight me in this larger form, did you, Saiyan? I'm afraid I'm far less easy to overpower now. How do you feel to be the shorter one now, monkey?" As Goku, looking back, would just remain stoically silent and unfazed. But Frieza, even noticing this, would not remove his smirk, as he would comment, "Give me that cool, unaffected look all you want, Saiyan, but we both know I am not one to be fooled. I am the great demon's next host after all." But as Black Demon Frieza would then suddenly launch into a flurry of punches non-stop, Goku, even while still gripped, would have enough core strength to move his body in all directions, dodging everything that comes towards him. Stay still! Eventually noticed by Frieza, who would just watch on in shock once again. Come on, Frieza. I'm right here. If you aren't going to take this seriously, then I will. What? As immediately, with no effort at all, Goku would then remove his wrist from Frieza's grip as if it was barely holding him at all. Get off! Pulling an Uno reverse immediately, grabbing the demon by the wrist instead, but not as lightly as it seems, as instantly a loud bone-crunching noise would be heard before... What have you done? With truly insane strength, with his grip alone, Goku would break the wrist of Frieza, causing the Emperor to scream out in sharp pain. And just like that, once again, the Black Demon Frieza would find himself at the mercy and bowing down before another Saiyan. First Vegeta, and now Goku, as our hero would just stare down saying, this brings back memories. Doesn't this remind you of the first time we fought Frieza? As Goku instead remembers a different scene from when he first turned into a Super Saiyan on Namek. I don't know what you're talking about, but unhand me! But unable to listen through the pain, Frieza, with a tear forming in his eye, would only beg for mercy. This is just like last time too. as Goku would continue to reminisce and finally say, "Unhand you? Well, if you say so, Frieza." Instantly keeping to his word and letting go of the Emperor, but only to... With a vicious swipe of his now free right hand, Goku would slap Frieza with the loudest of claps and the most disgusting of disrespect as the fallen Emperor's head snaps to his right, spitting out blood as he does so. You! And even with just that slap, Frieza would be sent flying off into the distance as if struck by a wrecking ball. No way! While watching on shock behind, Vegeta would only be able to mumble with wide eyes, "Kakarot! He struck him with just his bare hand! He did that kind of damage? I couldn't even scratch him! How? Just what did that clown do out there?" But as the prince would wonder, another familiar hand would land on his shoulder. This time revealed to be none other than a smiling Vegito, who pats Vegeta and says, "It's impressive, isn't it? I knew if I gave him some motivation, that if I pushed him down the right path, that he'd come back with something. But to think he'd come back with this, that's gotta sting, Vegeta." As continuing to poke at Vegeta, he would add with a devious smirk, "The level he's at now, it's clear he's on a whole new league to the angels and gods we fought. Not even the 5 so far come close to this. This is the power of the royal gods, Vegeta! Kakarot is approaching the level of Zeno all by himself. Can you really allow yourself to be left behind again? Kakarot reached the level of the gods alone? So that's what those eyes are!" This revelation leaving Vegeta nothing short of stunned at first until... Kakarot! Suddenly, a shift in emotion would occur, as with veins pulsating on his forehead, a deep-rooted anger and frustration would appear as Vegeta grumbles, "No matter what I do, no matter what new power I gain access to, even in here, that clown finds a way to one-up me. This cannot be my destiny. I am one half of you too, Vegito, and I will not allow for him to make our union lopsided. Mark my words, I will surpass Kakarot again!" And if you want more, the next video is already up live on my Patreon right now for over 4,500 plus incredible patrons who are getting early access episodes for life, as well as actively seeing hidden Ultra Vegito content. And if you want that too, head to my Patreon to see the full next video and see just what ridiculous abilities Seraphim Goku now possesses in yet another very long episode. So join now and talk to me. Links are in the description and pinned comment.